Another week, another hair pulled back. Maybe if I went and found a hat. My hair's too long. It needs a cut. It's getting a cut in September 5th. Maybe a hat. It's a little small. It's a little winter. Not digging the brim shadow. Nah. Hi, my name is Kay, and this is my Cave of Possibilities. I have yarny nitty stuff back here to the left of me, cross-stitch stuff over there to the right, and here I am, stuck in the middle of you with you. Not a lot of cross-stitching. Well, a lot of cross-stitching, but only on one project because I'm absolutely in love with the project. And the kitty's using the RoboBox, so I think we're going to be stopping and starting a whole heck of a lot while the RoboBox runs and does its thing. Yay! Although, honestly, I love the RoboBox because I don't have to scoop personally. So, we shall see. And then maybe we'll do a little kitty update as well. So, oh kitty, don't get your litter paws all over the stitching. I don't appreciate that. So, the main thing that we have been stitching on, the only thing that we have been stitching on, is Pansy Garden. You've seen it for several weeks now. And I'm really enjoying it, really loving it, and so that's kind of why it is the only thing that I have been working on. So here it is in all its wonderful, lovely glory. And last time I didn't have the flowers put in on this band, so I have filled in the flowers on this band. I finished up the swirly purple band, and I did all of this stuff. Plus, I did all of this stuff. This one's about halfway done, and I got called away in the middle of it because the needle is still hanging on to that little thread. I am having just a grand old time working on this guy. This is on a 36 count wisteria. This was dyed by Summer over at Red Thicket Fabric. You guys should go check her out. She has wonderful stuff. And great color, great fabric. Everything is just moving along. I'm using the called for silks and stitching it one strand of floss over 2 strands of the linen. Bring that right up close so you can, whoops, it's kind of, well, then it gets all shadowy, but you guys can get a look. I also brought down this stuff over here. Need to come across the corner and then work over here on this border and bring it down, and then it'll be pansy time. And I'm really looking forward to pansy time. So this is everything that I have been stitching on. I know, it's not a lot. We're like 30 seconds in and the main stuff is done. Woohoo! Talk about efficiency. We'll talk about half a dozen other things. You guys should go check out, sorry, it's chaos here. It's just, I've been too tired. I have a migraine brewing. I'm just tired. And I lost my train of thought. Where'd it go? The lovely Wendy over at Wednesday's Whimsical Stitches. You should go check her out. I didn't even ask. I just jumped right in. She said she found a couple pansy things while they were cleaning out a mother-in-law's, I believe, house, which had ended up being the collection point of several grandparents, great-grandparents, relatives, and stuff. So she said they were trying to work through about 3.5 households of stuff all tucked away into one. And she found a couple pansy things that she wanted to send to me. And I said, of course, I love pansy things. You know I love pansy things. But then she cheated and she sent more than just pansy things. So let's start with the other things that are not pansy things. But she knows me so well. Let's pull this out. is a packet of purple Mill Hill beads. I know I will get good use out of those. And then this darling purpley floss. Let's see. The die is cast. There we go. Ice crystals. Collaboration set in the name of Berry Freeze. Anyway, it's really cute. A nice purple. There was a cut of Opal Lugana, 28 count, from, let's see, this is Under the Sea Fabrics. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is. Leslie does a mighty fine job of dyeing. I was in her Fabric of the Month club for quite a while until I got overrun with fabrics. So I quit. I quit. And then I didn't do anything else for several years. But, darling. Now, that's not all. We have a beautiful piece of Forbidden Fiber Co. A quarter yard in, what was this? Belfast, so 32 count. Linen. I mean, it's gorgeous. And purple. How could you say no? Then this is from Enchanted Fabrics. A 28 count. A flare. Color is WAC. Doesn't mean anything to me. Oh, come on. Here it is in the packaging. It didn't want to open for me so I could take it out and show it to you, but isn't that gorgeous? And from M Designs, she did a whole set of these trees, and this is the Grace tree, and it is beautiful. These are really, really fun. I don't know that they're in print anymore, but there was like Noel and Peace and Joy. There was a whole series of them, and they're really beautiful and really fun. So those were the cross-stitchy goodies that Wendy sent over. And now for the best things, she sent over 2 little pins. Here is the small pin. Isn't that a darling little dainty pansy? And I'll kind of turn it on its edge. Maybe you can get a look here. We'll stop it so it's not focusing on my face. There we go. How thin those edges are. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then there's a larger one, which I absolutely love. As you can imagine, a gorgeous purple pansy with a little bit of gilding on the edges, and also very, very thin. These are porcelain. These are a ceramic. Very delicate. Very delicate. Such a treasure. I'm so thrilled that she thought of me and thought to send them to me. They'll probably sit over here on my pansy shrine. It's not really a shrine I worship up at, but it's where I put most of the darling little pansy things that have been sent to me or given to me. They all go over here. In a pile is wrong, the wrong word. Artfully arranged tchotchkes, darling beautiful things that I have been sent of pansies, and they're so beautiful. Anyway, that is a treasure, treasure, treasure. So I am beyond thrilled to have those 2 little pansy things. So I tuck everything back away into the box. So now I've showed it to you guys. I can put it all away and use some of the stuff. So that'll be fantastic. We know that Halloween stitching is coming up, and purple fabric is the perfect thing for Halloween stitching. Speaking tangentially to Halloween, I had signed up for Spooky Stitches and Fall Finishes. This is a 1-day retreat put on by my friend Brooke up in Layton, Utah. And you can sign up still if you would love to join us. I just discovered today that this is on the same day as the BYU Notre Dame game here at home in Provo, and I have season tickets, and so I think I'm gonna be going to a football game instead, which is really a bummer because I know a couple of the other Utah Flosstubers that I watch and am quite fond of were planning on going to this, and I was really looking forward to meeting them. But it's Notre Dame, you guys. It's football and a home game, and I don't have to fly anywhere. If the game is late, if the game has like an 8 o'clock kickoff, I might go to this for the morning. I'll have to talk to Brooke and see what she thinks. But if you are in Utah, nearby, surrounding states, want to come in and have a good time with lots of wonderful people, contact Brooke, see if there's room, sign on up. It is a good time. Brooke puts on a really good one-day retreat, and we always have, excuse me, just the best time. So let's organize some of this. Last week I mentioned that my TV over here had died, so not last Saturday, but the Saturday previous after my last video. We went over to the Costco and I bought me a new TV, and so I had to come home and clean everything off of the console, which is where the Pansy shrine is, and I dusted everything, because you know, sometimes when you do your weekly dust it just doesn't get quite everything. So I did the dusting and blah 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 blah, all that, and so now I've put the new TV up, and so that's exciting. I can see it a lot better. The old TV was a 48-incher and this one is a 50-inch, so it's just a little bit bigger. The major difference is this one has feet on either end of it, and the old TV had a middle stand. So I'm thinking of getting a middle stand for this one so I can shift the TV over a little bit over here, because it is, I use it as the monitor for an old laptop that barely runs the internet. So if I'm watching a lot of Flosstubes, I watch it on this TV that is run through my old computer. So I can turn you guys up to like 1.5, 2x speed, because if you try to watch through the YouTube app on the TV, it doesn't let you speed things up. But I love so many of you that I don't have enough hours in a day. You put out more content than there are hours in a day, so I gotta speed you up so I can watch all of you. So that happened, and then this is going to affect most everything going on next year. Is my aunt called me the other day and she said, I'm turning 75, I want to go on an African safari, your cousin Shelly wants to go too, do you want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go on photo safari, that sounds like a lot of fun. So we're doing the research, trying to decide exactly where in Africa we want to go. I am not a big fan of flying, but we will manage it somehow, I hope. I haven't flown in years. And the last time I flew, it wasn't, I hate flying, you guys. If I can drive there, I will drive there. So it's looking like, in order to reduce funds and, you know, kind of hoard my travel budget for the one big trip to Africa for safari, I'm not going to go to any, I'm not signing up for any more cross-stitch retreats for 2027. And then my sister and I were talking about doing a land tour with a short cruise tacked onto the end of it of Alaska in 2028. So I think that's where all my travel budget is going to for 28. So there's the only thing I'm keeping is going to be Val's Pacific Stitching in February, because I've already built on stuff around that. A little bit of a cruise before, go to the retreat, a little bit of a cruise after, and then come home, since I'm already in LA and Royal Caribbean had the double points special. I did that, and so that's locked in. So that's going to be my only thing in 28 except for safari. So, oh my gosh, sometimes life is crazy and you just want to travel to the more exotic places while you can still move around a little bit. Dad is thinking about going with us maybe. I think he wants to, in on the ground level, see who's running the tour, see where we're going. My aunt and my cousin, we all need to get together and do some research and decide what the tour company is we want to go with. Are we going ultra luxe, or are we going, I hope it's not like, I hate camping. So sometimes I question this, but if it's luxury-ish camping, I could probably handle it, so long as it's in a nice warm bed and I'm not in a sleeping bag on dirt. I think I can handle it, because sleeping bag on dirt is right out. It is not my favorite. I don't want to do that. So I think that's everything, you guys. It is, I hope it's a really short one. We had to pause quite a bit while we let the what's-its run, but that's generally how I go, you know, maybe a longer one and a short one, a longer one and a short one. Oh, this coming up weekend, getting to get to see my friend Amy from Switzerland and Sarah, our Stitchy Kingdom. We're going to have a stitch day, so I'm going to see them instead of my usual Northern Utah crazy stitchers. The 2 dates conflicted, and Amy's coming to Switzerland. She comes once a year. This is the only time I'll get to see her. So I love you nuts, but I have to skip this time. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. No extra angst about climate change other than the usual, the political system, the flock cameras that are appearing outside my neighborhood. Yeah. Okay, guys, we can do better. We have got this. I know we're not the people that we see on TV, and that we are generally nice people, and we do generally care about each other. So remember, one step forward, one step up. We got this. Hugs and stitches, everyone. Bye!